Hey guys, it is Nitro1 here, and welcome to my new Let's Play of Pokemon Emerald for the Game Boy Advance, easily one of my favourite games of all time. But I guess that's not surprising considering Pokemon is my favourite game series of all time. And incidentally, Pokemon Emerald was actually the first Pokemon game I ever played, so it's great to be doing it again. Now, unlike my other Let's Plays, I will actually not be doing commentary by myself. Oh no. In fact, I'll be having a guest to commentate with me for each episode in this series. And speaking of guests, right now I'm actually joined by a very special guest and friend.
Oi, tough trainers, Lance here, and Matt, thank you very much for having me. I'm excited to chill out with you right here for the first episode of this series. I think this should be a lot of fun.
Yep, and I think so too. So, let's get going. Pokemon Emerald.
Have you thought about your starter yet?
No, not actually. Not really, no. So, before
Do you remember...
Sorry, what was that?
Do you remember who your starter was the first time you played through Emerald?
Yeah, it was. I picked Trico because I was a big fan of the Pokemon Advanced anime, and Ash had a Trico back then, of course.
Nice.
So yeah.
Fair enough.
I don't know what window type I should go with. I like this one, the yellow one. Yellow's my favorite color after all. Okay.
I was gonna suggest that as well, actually.
Okay then, so let's begin a new game.
Here we go.
So, as per usual, we get introduced by the Pokemon Region's professor. In this case, Professor Birch. So, my name is Birch. But everyone calls me the Pokemon Professor. This is what we call a Pokemon. And a Lotad pops out. In Ruby and Sapphire, I think an Azurill pops out. I'm not quite sure about that. But yeah.
I think you might be right.
Yeah. So, many secrets surrounding Pokemon. I think it wasn't in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, didn't the intro start off like this, but then it's sort of continued on from the player's point of view, like he was playing on what seemed like a Game Boy Advance in the back of the moving truck.
Yeah, it just zoomed out of what looked like a Game Boy.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Okay,
Yeah,
so...
I really liked that intro.
Yeah, it was great. So, obviously my real name is Matt, if you guys did not know that already, so I'm going to be calling myself Matt. Now, all the NPCs and all the Pokemon are named in block capitals, so I'm going to name myself in block capitals just to be consistent with the game.
Fair enough.
Okay, so you're Matt, who's moving to my hometown of Little Root. Oh, and the towns looks like the towns are in block capitals as well.
I never realized that.
Yeah. I guess maybe that's why Nappy always calls himself Nappy in block capitals.
Yeah.
I don't know. So, I'll be expecting you later, so come see me in my Pokemon lab. And we get shrunk into the game. And here we have the infamous cutscene of the protagonist in the back of the moving truck.
It still just seems crazy to me that your parents or whoever it was put you in the back of a moving truck.
Yeah, like who even does that? Savage parents.
It's crazy.
So, Matt, we're here, honey. It must be tiring riding with our things in the moving truck. So, how do you like it? This is our new home. It has a quaint feel, but it seems to be an easy place to live, don't you think? The nostalgic music.
Yeah. I wish I could hear it right now.
Yeah, shame you can't hear my my own volume. Or rather, the volume from my Visual Boy Advance.
Yeah.
So, yep, the Vigoroth are here. The Vigoroth looks so much bigger than they are in, like, the actual battle sprite.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so... we'll just set the clock. So at the moment it is nearly 9 AM where I live. So.
Oof. And for me, it is nearly 8 PM.
Oh wow. So you're 11 hours ahead of me.
Massive difference.
Yeah. I guess the time zones sort of vary because I remember back in sort of the summer time, or rather summer for me, winter for you, July time. I was only like 9 hours behind you. So yeah, time zones vary quite a bit.
Yeah, well I think like twice a year we move our clock either an hour forward or back due to daylight savings as well.
Yeah. I think sometime in March we send the clocks, well the clocks go forward for us, but in October the clocks go back. So
okay.
It's just 1 hour.
Make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's the Pokemon region map. So we're here in Little Root Town, and Yep, we'll be visiting pretty much everything. As this is a regular Let's Play, not a Nuzlocke, I'm going to be doing several things, such as catching several legendaries like the Reggies. I kind of want to do that. And a couple of other things that you can't really do under the Nuzlocke rules. Or rather, is difficult to do under the Nuzlocke rules.
Yeah.
Like catching legendaries.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh, Matt, quick, come quickly. I love the music here. The music from the TV. So we brought you this report from in front of Peterburg Gym. Oh, it's over. I think Dad was on, but we missed him. Too bad. That's one of the things I like about Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald as well, because you get a dad. You have a dad in the game.
Yeah, and the fact that your dad's a gym leader as well is just even cooler.
Yeah. I don't know if you've ever heard of the game franchise Earthbound or Mother.
I've heard of it, but I've never played it.
Yeah. You might know some of the characters like Ness from Super Smash Bros. Yeah. Yeah, because the reason why it was called Mother is because obviously the protagonist, he only lived with his mother and he only ever talked with his dad like over the phone. And you never actually see the dad in the game, so yeah, that's why it was called Mother.
Interesting.
Okay, so we're at May's house. And let's go talk to May's Pokemon. Who are you? Oh, you're Matt, so your move was today. I'm May, glad to meet you. I had this dream of becoming friends with Pokemon all over the world. I heard about you, Matt, from my dad, Professor Birch. I was hoping that you'd be nice, Matt, and that we could be friends. Oh, I see how it is, You just want me to be friends with you, eh? Well, you know, if you ever want to take your friendship with me to the next level, then yeah, I'm ready for it, you know? Okay. So, May's Pokeball. And we'll just talk to May again. Wait a second, isn't May here? Like, sitting right here in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire? Like, when you walk up to her in her room?
Possibly.
Because I remember her saying exactly that thing. Pokemon fully restored, items ready, and... Yeah.
Huh. Maybe. I'm not completely sure.
Yeah. She's got a yellow GameCube. Nice. Okay, so, I guess, I don't think Birch is home at the moment. He's, like, on Route 101 right now, isn't he? Am I free to...
being attacked by Poochienas or something like that.
I think in Emerald it's a Zigzagoon, actually.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Zigzagoon then. You'd think Poochiana is scarier than Zigzagoon.
Yeah.
You'd think they'd try make it a step up in the next games, but
Yeah.
yeah, never
Like,
mind.
even in the anime, he was chased by a Zigzagoon. And not a Zigzagoon, a Poochiana. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny, because if you leave, then he'll, yeah, where are you going? Don't leave me like this. I just find that so funny. And it's funny, because they're just, like, the Poochiana is just standing right in front of him. And he's just, I mean, he's just not chasing him anymore. Okay, so, as Trico was the first starter I picked, I kind of don't want to pick Trico because I use him so much. In fact, I even used him in Omega Ruby, so I kind of don't want to go for Trico. It is my favorite of the three, though.
Fair enough.
So. Mudkip or Torchic? I really don't know. Because I've used them both about the same. Oh, this is a really tough decision. I guess I could, if I go for Torchic, I could get a Lotad, which is pretty good, I guess. And to be honest, there aren't really many good Fire-type Pokemon in Emerald either, so...
I can't think of many besides Camerupt and Magcargo.
Yeah, and even then they're pretty slow. So, you know what? I guess I think I'll go for Torchic. How about that? Let's go for Torchic.
You do that. Sounds like a good idea.
Right, well, let's go. So here's the Zigzagoon. Now, what's funny is that if you actually run from this battle, then Birch will say the exact same thing as, you know, he'd say if you run away from him from Route 101 back to a little town, which is pretty funny. Yeah. Also, Torchic gets Scratch as well, whereas Mudkip just gets Tackle, which of course wasn't buffed until Generation 5, when it got 50 power and 100% accuracy.
Yeah, that's a good point. I really liked how in X and Y at level 5 the starters already had a move that was the same type as them. For example, like, of course, Fennekin having a fire type attack. You know what I mean.
Yeah. And even in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, they had the elemental moves as well, or rather Ember, Water Gun, and whatever it was, like Vine Whip or something from Trico. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think you actually battle, in Oras, you actually battle May, and her starter knows a move that's super effective against yours, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh.
Yeah. That's pretty scary, but I guess it doesn't really deal that much damage at that point in the game.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so nickname for Torchic. I kind of don't want to go with the generic like KFC sort of nickname to it. But I really don't know. Ooh, that's a really tough decision. I remember Chugga Conroy. He nicknamed his Torchic Moagami. That was a really cool name. But I don't want to go. I don't know what to go for mine. What to nickname mine. Do you have any suggestions?
I mean, I'm not sure. KFC is usually what I go for because I'm not the best at coming up with names for nicknames, but
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty good at coming up with nicknames for my competitive Pokemon. But for Torchic, it's pretty tough.
If I really don't know for Fire-type Pokemon, I think about like Fire-type Pokemon moves. I don't know if that helps. An ability such as Blaze, Ember, Flame, that kind of stuff, but those are also a bit generic, I guess.
Yeah. You know what? I don't know if you've heard of have you seen the movie Chicken Run?
I haven't.
Okay. Well, it's about chickens. If it's not obvious. There's a rooster in the game called or not in the game, in the movie called Rocky, and because Torchic is a male and all roosters are male, I could call Torchic Rocky. It's a bit ironic considering it's not a rock type Pokemon, but I guess we'll go with it. Yeah. Let's go with Rocky.
Sweet.
There we go. We've spent long enough trying to think of a nickname anyway.
Yep.
Okay. Didn't even get the chance to say no to that. I was just scrolling through the text.
Yeah.
Okay.
I find myself doing that quite a lot, especially if it's the second or third time I'm playing through a game, just not paying any attention to the text.
Yeah. So it's got a lax nature. That's not a bad nature. That's plus defense, lower special defense. So not bad, not bad. So also, for each episode in this series, I've also prepared a series of questions to ask the guest, sort of Pokemon trivia related.
Okay.
So basically, what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask you 3 questions. One of them is a fairly easy question, and the other is a bit more tricky, and the third one is fiendishly difficult, is what I like to call. But either the fiendish question, either you know it or you don't know it, basically.
Okay.
So, but the easy question is very easy. So I guess we'll start off with the easy question.
How embarrassing would it be if I got the easy
No,
question
you won't get it
wrong?
wrong, trust me. If you do, then you will be really embarrassed because you should know it. So, right. Question.
Okay.
The easy question. What day of the week can you encounter Drifloon in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum?
Luckily, I do know this. It is Friday.
Yes. Yes. Less pressure taken off you now. Or pressure, more pressure taken off you now, not less pressure on you.
Yeah.
So, tricky question. Not many people actually get this. In Pokemon X and Y, what is the name of the city that you receive your 4th gym badge?
Oh, your 4th gym badge. Is there a time limit?
No, not really.
Okay. I've got to think about this a bit, because I know 2nd is Silage City, 3rd is Lumiose, and then 4th is... what's after Lumiose?
Sorry, what was that? Did you say 3rd was Lumiose?
I believe 3rd is
It's not
Lumiose.
actually 5th is Lumiose, I think.
Ah, really? Okay, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to guess... Actually, actually, no. It's not Anastar. It's not Anastar. That's like
Yeah, it is
7th
7th.
or 6th. Uh-huh. It feels like... Oh my goodness. I feel like I should know this.
A lot of people actually forget the name of the city in general, altogether, regardless of what,
I think...
regardless of the gym.
Yeah, I think it's the city with the Pokeball factory, but I forgot what that city is
It's
called.
Laver City, and even then, it's not actually Laver City.
Okay. Well, in that case, you're just gonna have to tell
Okay,
me.
then it's Coumarine City. Again, not many people remember it. It's not a very memorable
Yeah.
place, but I mean, you know,
True.
I mean, I kind of like it. It's probably, I think it's actually my favorite city in the entire game, to be honest, because I really love the relaxing music, and you know how it's
Really?
like right by the sea and everything.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I quite like it. I especially like the train in Coal Mine City as well, how there's like 2 parts kind of separated. But yeah, I'm a bit surprised I forgot that.
I've got 2 potions. I guess that'll do for the moment. I kind of want to save my money. I'm more of a saver rather than a spender.
Yeah,
This isn't a
same
Nuzlocke
here.
anyway, so...
Yeah, like when I play through Pokemon, I hardly ever use ethers or elixirs or anything like that until making it to the Elite Four. I always do my best to save every single one I collect just to the Elite
Whoa,
Four.
this thing has water gun? What?
Whew.
Okay, right, I'm
Wow.
running away from this Wingull. Jeez, man.
That's scary.
Anyway, what was I about to say? Yeah, like I never use max revives or anything like that. But I deliberately made my team underleveled for the Elite Four and Champion in Omega Ruby, and yeah, it got to the point where I had to use some max revives because otherwise I would have lost. Like Steven's Mega Metagross like took out all my Pokemon, and I had to revive like my Camerupt, and I couldn't Mega Evolve it because I'd already Mega Evolved it before it fainted.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see. Level 7. That should be good for battling May.
Yeah, that's probably fine.
So let's see. The Pokemon found on Route 103 include. Oh, hi Matt. Oh, I see. My dad gave you my Pokemon as a gift. Since we're here, let's have a quick battle. I'll give you a taste of what being a trainer is like. Epic music. Ah. I love this music. So yeah, May obviously looks a little bit different in Emerald compared to Ruby and Sapphire. Yeah,
Yep.
she's got a green hat now instead of a red bandana. Even then, Scratch doesn't do that much damage at all to this Mudkip.
Yeah. Well, it looks like it should... Whoa, crit. But it looks like it should be a 4-hit KO, so you'll probably
Yeah.
be fine.
There we go. Nice and easy battle.
Good job.
And 69 XP. Hey. We didn't even level up from that.
So close to leveling
Yeah.
up.
So, I think I know why my dad has an eye out for you now. I mean, you just got that Pokemon, but it already likes you. It's funny because I think when Chugga battled May with his Torchic, I don't know what happened, but he actually lost the first battle. I don't know whether it, obviously it must have been due to crits or something, but he must have got like 2 crits in that match or something. I can't remember.
Yeah. Wow.
I don't think if you lose to May, I don't think you have to pay her any money or anything for losing the first battle.
Oh, okay.
But if you lose to Barry or the rival in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum for the first time, if you play Platinum, I think if you lose the battle, then you hand him like 50 Pokédollars or Yens or whatever they're called.
Really? I do remember sometimes in Diamond and Pearl, at least once or twice when I was pretty new to Pokemon, I did lose to Barry a couple of times with my starter. But I don't know if that's if that was anything to do with crits or if it was just I didn't know what I was doing because I was 8, 9 years old.
Oh, wait a second. I don't think I've even told you the fiendishly difficult question yet.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so again, either you know this one or you don't know it. Which Pokemon is number 660 in the National Pokédex?
660?
Yeah, either you know it or you don't, basically.
Well, I know, I don't know how you pronounce it, Vivian or Vivillon?
That's actually that's
I
close.
know that
yeah.
one's 666, so it's got to be one that you see before that in X and Y. So let me think about this. That means 666, 656, 654, 3, 2. I'm gonna make a guess. I don't think this is likely. Actually, no, it couldn't be. This is difficult. This is difficult. I'm gonna say Talonflame.
Very, very, very close. It's that Talonflame is 663. You would think that it's Talonflame because it's my favorite Pokemon. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's actually Diggersby. Diggersby though?
Diggersby.
Diggersby
of
though?
course. Diggersby
Nah,
though?
that's a classic old Pokemon meme, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Bit like how Join was.
Yeah. True.
Now I think it's Wooper. On like it's all over Twitter.
I still don't understand the whole Wooper
It was
trend. I'm always like the last person to hear about.
Yeah, I
this
think
stuff.
it all started off from Whoopsire. I don't know if you know him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then yeah, it sort of I think it was mainly Hoodlum Scrafty that sort of got the thing trending, and Spectre as well.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so we caught a Wurmple. I don't know why I caught a Wurmple, but I guess we caught one. Right. I'm gonna call this thing Snake, or is Snake-et if I have enough characters.
Okay. Sounds good. I see you're also going for capital letters for the Pokemon nicknames as well.
Again,
which is
just
cool.
to be consistent with the text.
Mm-hmm. I remember that's what I always did when I first played Pokemon, but nowadays I just do the first letter capital, the rest lowercase.
I guess we'll fight this Wurmple just for experience.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
So are you gonna train up the Wurmple, or just
Probably
forget
not,
about
just
it?
forget about it.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess we've made quite a bit of progress today. We've been recording for about 20 minutes, so I guess we could end the episode off here then.
Sweet. Sounds
So yeah,
good to
we've
me.
done quite a lot. We've got our starter, we battled May, we've got our Pokedex and Pokeballs, so I think we're good to start off our Pokemon adventure. So yeah,
Sounds good.
I guess that is pretty much the end of today's episode, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and thank you, Lance, for being the special guest in the first episode.
Thank you very much for having me.
And next time we'll be having a different guest on, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys then. Bye!
Bye.